Hello and welcome to a super late, super short Rant Rave review. I have been super out of it lately. Just 2020 and work and trying to actually write. I'm actually getting back into writing, which is great. But unfortunately, all of my creative juices are going towards writing and not so much towards ranting. I tried to make 3 different videos about 3 different topics and they all just kind of flopped at the end. So I figured I'm already late enough. I'm not going to make y'all wait another day. Here is a short rave, very short rave about my favorite nonfiction book. People often ask, what's your favorite book? I don't know what my favorite fiction book is. It's really hard for me to choose. Same if you asked my favorite movie or favorite video game, I wouldn't know what to say. But unequivocally, 100%, my favorite nonfiction book is Mike Nelson's Mind Over Matters. And if you have never seen MST3K, you're probably like, what is this book and who and why? And if you have seen MST3K, I don't know if you knew that this existed, but yes, Mystery Science Theater 3000, that show where a dude, or one of 2 different dudes, and 2 rod puppet robots riff on bad sci-fi movies, that show that was a thing, and I guess it's rebooted. I haven't really seen the reboot, but it was a thing. One of the hosts / writers of that show wrote this book, and he is freaking brilliant. It's one of my favorite, it is my favorite book. It's the only nonfiction book I've ever read multiple times, over and over. And my family and I will bring this on road trips and stuff, and there was a time where I could not breathe because I was laughing so hard. Yeah. Basically, it's just a book of random essays. Okay, let me read you a few of the topics. Oh my gosh. He talks about leaf blowers. He talks about getting stung by wasps. He talks about, just everything. Oh my stars. Pessimism. And, just everything. All kinds of things throughout life. And what I love about him the most, about his type of comedy, is hyperbole. Ramp it up to 21, and you'll have the amount of hyperbole that this man does. And secondly, it's self-deprecation. I'm not a fan of comedians who are really mean to other people and are very just rude and awful. I love when there's comedians who are basically I'm the worst, I'm stupid and inept and incompetent, and it's great. Because you can tell they're clever enough to be comedians, so it's obviously not all true, but self-deprecation is just funny. Same with Brian Regan. Do y'all remember Brian Regan? You probably heard about him in high school, just like everyone I have ever met, including students that I taught. They were quoting Brian Regan to each other, and I was like, the next generation. Yeah. But things like that, comedians like that who are self-deprecating, I love it so much. So yeah, Mike Nelson's Mind Over Matters. I believe it's still in print. He wrote another one called Mike Nelson's Movie Mega Cheese, which is also pretty great, where he reviews, totally random movies. Some well-known, some not so well-known. I love his writing style. I don't know how much I'm allowed to actually read his books without getting, a copyright ding, so I don't read anything. But if you're in the mood for a laugh, if you're really sad because of COVID, because we all are, pray for vaccines soon. But yeah, no, this is so funny. Which was the one where I was literally I could not breathe laughing? It might be the one about underwear? I don't know. Or men's shorts and how men shouldn't wear shorts. Oh my goodness. The other thing about him is he's from, I think, not Minnesota or Wisconsin, one of those very cold, frozen Midwestern states. And it shows, and it's so, I don't know, this is a horrible review, but if you like MST3K, you'll love this. If you like comedy, you'll love this. Just read this. And on a side note, I was always very sad that he had stopped. He only wrote 2 books. I was super sad. I was like, no, where did you go, Mike Nelson? Apparently he has some kind of horrible headaches or some kind of migraines where he's in constant pain, and he actually wrote an article about it, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever sad, and I was like, how do you make your constant pain funny? Like, he like came out of the woodwork to write one funny article about how he can't write any other funny articles, and yeah, so show this book some love, order it, it's so good, it's hilarious, it is my favorite nonfiction book, so there's my super short Rant Rave review. See you on Sunday. Bye!